if you want to get wet,
like
jump in here.
fish.
I found the wetness.
Bingo card is complete.
It wouldn't be a stream unless Chris talked about his vagina. You're gonna offend someone one of these days. They're gonna be like,
okay.
you don't even understand what it's like to have a vagina, man.
I do not. Doesn't mean I can't make jokes about it.
You know what? Anyone
Part
who
of the
gets
funny
offended,
comes from me not understanding it.
anybody who is upset at Chris for making fun of their vagina, I encourage you to make fun of
I'm
penises.
not making fun of theirs. I'm making fun of mine.
Yeah. Make so make jokes.
Have.
Make jokes about your penis, whether you have one or not. Not Chris's penis. Don't insult Chris's penis. His majestic rod.
What do we say about Nick and Hannah? Hannah's got a bigger penis than Nick does.
Hannah is Nick's girlfriend. Nick is
also Nick
Chris's
is really
brother.
gay for Hannah.
Oh yeah.
Nick is like super gay for Hannah.
You know, I used to say that a lot more often than I do now, and I kind of miss it. Because I used to be like, dude, I would be like really gay for a cheeseburger right now. Anyways, hello everybody. Welcome to the Saloonatics community world.
Saloonikids?
Saloonikids.
Yes,
We're a kid now. We're a saloon now.
We're a squid.
You're a squid. You're a kid. You remember that shit? There's this new game coming out called Ninjala, which apparently has no connection to Splatoon, but looks like to be in the exact same art style as Splatoon. And one of the characters had bunny ears, and I had
They
this
got
like,
yo-yos.
I had this like flashback to earlier in Splatoon's development when they said, we didn't know we were gonna do squids for a while. We were thinking about doing rabbits. And I was like, oh my god, they went back, they did the rabbit game.
Rabbits are cool.
Anyway, Skylar, have you seen our god?
You like rabbits.
Have you seen our god?
Grace, you have rabbit.
Have you seen our god?
Rabbit the drummer.
Have you seen our
I was
god?
embarrassed about the
There's one
drawing,
there.
so I only put it in Elvis's chat where I don't know
No,
anybody.
Skylar. This god over here. This is Titan Balloon Boy, our god.
Attack on Titan is not a good show that I like anyway. It's not a good show in my opinion.
A show.
I haven't seen it. I don't get to have an opinion.
I've watched like 3 episodes and it's like, okay, like I couldn't get into it.
I found a really interesting
looks
show
dumb.
that you guys should go and watch at some point.
What's it called?
It's on Netflix. It's called,
Jessica Drew.
no.
Your mom's so fat.
Oh, what's it called? Midnight something.
Midnight Society?
No.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I gotta freaking look it up again. What is the name of that one?
Everybody go to sleep. Skylar wants to go to sleep.
The Midnight Gospel is what it's called.
What's it about?
It's an animation show.
Oh, so it's animated.
Yeah, it's an animated show, but it's the premise is there's a guy who bought a multiverse simulator, and every episode he goes into a different world.
But it's all a simulation? It's not real?
Sorta. And then the premise of the show is this the animators sort of animate this story that's going on that has very little to do with the vocals. The vocals are taken from a podcast.
What?
Of this guy interviewing people on his podcast, and it drops you right into the middle of the podcast without giving you context on what the conversation's about. And they just sort of animate this whole story going on around these people. This whole story going on around these characters, but these characters are sort of in their own little world having a conversation about nothing that has anything to do with the animation. And it's super trippy, and it's really cool.
Huh.
That sounds awesome.
It's made by Pendleton Ward, who did Adventure Time.
I want to get in that show. I want to be on that show.
You need to watch it.
Striker, man.
How do I sign up? Where's my audition?
It's on Netflix.
No, I want to be in it.
Oh, well, I don't know.
I just call the guy. Hey, include me.
Can you
I only watched 2. Killed a giant pretzel.
What does a pretzel look like?
A pretzel.
What are you talking about? Pretzels look like pretzels.
But what's a pretzel?
A pretzel.
What does it look like?
A pretzel.
Wheat salted treat.
Yeah, it's great. Something tasty, good to eat.
It's not telling me what a pretzel looks like.
Okay, so you know a heart? Imagine a heart, but with like an X on the inside.
Which kind I'm talking about.
And that's what it is. It's like a heart with an X.
So it's basically just like a weird looking ball with like tubes sticking out of it?
No, what?